This module is related with the industrialized state socialist economies, urbanization, regional development, and social welfare. Here basically we are going to focus on the outcomes of the socialist ideology. Whenever the socialism was performing their role, what kind of outcome were observed, and basic context was definitely the Soviet Union or the USSR. So what was observed as an outcome, the reduced urban rural disparity, because definitely the socialist state basically focuses on social welfare context. Therefore they try to reduce any kind of disparity across different segment of the society, so that kind of disparity was reduced. Second, the absence of sharp economic zonization, which was usually observed under capitalism. In capitalism, those zones which are more developed, they are so much more developed with non-developed regions that there was a sharp distinction between two. But here that kind of zonation was not observed. Third, the optimum city size were considered, mean to say it was not allowed to allow the cities to grow abruptly and without any limitation. Basically the social cost of that was quite excessive. Whenever the city size is going to change, because the larger the city, it is more difficult to manage the public provision of different kind of goods and services. So optimum city allows to maintain all kind of provision of public goods and services, and automatically that is going to be more properly organized, because you know that how many population is going to change and how this particular the lifestyle of the people who are living in that particular city, they are going to change. However, that optimum size has changed by itself. It was not remain fixed. Initially it was considered 50,000 in 1920, and later in 1960 it was observed 250,000 people as an reflecting the optimum city. So the mean to say the relaxation was observed in terms of this optimum city size as well. So USSR was actually facing the three types of major problems in terms of their region. Number one, the well populated but industrially underdeveloped regions were there. Population was huge, but they were not properly developed. Old industrial region, where economic structure needs diversification, because the industries were old, out of dated technologies. They need restructuring, they need new technology, they need revamp or reframing of all kind of production processes. Then the harsh pioneer areas with wealth of natural resources, those areas where large natural resources were available and they were attempting to integrate with the national economy. So these three different kind of regions were there, and they need to be properly linked and integrated through this socialist process. So specifically in this state socialist Russia, the rural urban disparities were there. Then declined living space per capita, it happens. Lower agriculture wage versus high industrial urban wages were observed. 1917, what has happened? The urban rural population ratio was 18 to 82%, where 18% were in urban areas, 82% were in rural areas. And then at that time 400 new towns were created for rapid urbanization, because there was pressure to do more industrialization, so they start establishing urbanized units. And 1939 situation changed. The urban population was 33% as compared to rural population, which was 67%. 79 situation further improved. 62% population came into the urban area and 38 only in the rural area. So that kind of overall population placing and location is going to change, and their status is going to change. 70% of the regionally concentrated in European Russia. So most of that population was belongs to Russia. Pronounced divergence observed between principle and practice of socialist urban development. specifically in the Soviet era, because theoretically what was perceived or what was expected through the this socialist ideology, the practical on ground situations were reflecting a bit different story or different situation. Anyhow, the ideology was to an extent applied and executed more effectively, and the outcome was a bit more in a more comprehensive manner. We can say the USSR was successful to compete with the US. So, to an extent, that socialism paid to the US in terms of generating better living standards or more resources.